Sorry, dears. Accidents happen. What a shame, what a shame.
Careful, Shelley. If you...
What a shame. It pays to be careful now, doesn't it? But, let me give you a tip of the day. While it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things if you do certain things late or early, giving yourself an early treat might just motivate you to finish a little faster. So don't be shy and treat yourself when you need it. And if we ever have need of it, we can get ourselves a fresh suit. Right here, waiting for us to zip right in. But we don't need that right now. Or that. But if we ever need it, it'll be waiting for the two of us. And a medical kit. And apparently by the sound of it, rain. You will come to hate these hallways very quickly. For some reason, this crossroad has turned out to be one of my biggest sticking points in terms of efficiency and results. I wonder if just 3 could do it. That is some bad news, bears. Nothing a liberal application of explosives can't solve. Today's is on the house, dears. If you are missing an enemy, there's one you might have missed. This little guy in the ventilation system. He can be quite the stickler, and he's easy to miss due to his placement. But, on the other hand, he is located directly adjacent to some goodies. Sorry, I just needed to make sure that I wasn't about to shoot myself with a grenade. Easy mistake to make when you're in the heat of battle now. And definitely not one that'll sound cool when you're at the cooler. Don't forget those big guys can explode into gaseous clouds that will, in fact, siphon away any of your delicious resources. Don't give them the satisfaction. This particular ventilation shaft hides quite the secret. I forgot what that opens. It is so easy to forget details like that. Oh yes, this is what it opens. Well then, let's have some fun, shall we? After all, when you've got all the explosives in the world, Who needs to be careful? It pays to be cautious, but only under some circumstances. Nuke 'em all, dears. Nuke 'em all. What a strange secret, since it requires you to interact with a completely unrelated object for some reason. That is where the key card we're looking for is at. Nice. Although some would probably say something like, nothing but net. Don't you dare steal my chair. Well, I normally stand behind the cause of the proletariat. There are some instances when choices must be made. What an annoying set of little insects. Could have been a fine prize under different circumstances, right? Unfortunately, those are not current circumstances. So we'll have to make do with some consultation prizes. This secret is quite awkward, taking you all around the back for a man and his lost goods. But it might be worth the price, if it's what you need. Interruptions happen. Interruptions happen. Ah, you've decided to come and visit me, That was not the right move. Although I think he's the one who ultimately paid the price. Bit of a cliche secret, a little gaudy, but I guess I'll make do. Didn't think they'd be advertising that over here, of all places. Now, let's have a yonder little look-see, shall we? Rapidly spinning, we must solve this. Riddle me the secrets 3, as they say. As a professional would, a clean entry. Do, however, be extremely careful. It is very likely that you will set these doors up in such a way that you can crawl in but not out. I don't know how the physics work out, but it's quite plausible to end up stuck in an uncomfortable position. One that you'll quite regret getting yourself into. As with any good scanning operation, interference is vital. And yes, it is one of those scanning chambers. You will get gunned down if you decide to be a little bit too overzealous. Nothing too dangerous, you'll probably move out of the way, but it's one of those tricks where you better watch out, or pay the price. After all, what is there to it but to try? Dear me, darling. Don't know how I was able to make such deft maneuvers, but I must admire someone with quick feet like those. Well, that doesn't look too healthy for the environment. Well, that can't be good. Oh, unless you make the best of it, I guess. A little optimism never hurt anyone, now did it? Oh my. Although it takes more than a little optimism to overcome that. Let me just double check a few things, dear. What a mess. Although I guess there's hardly anyone to blame but myself for it. I am the one with the grenades here. But I always was a connoisseur of the arts. And explosions done well can be quite the art. Remember, you can use a radar if you're uncertain, if you got everything there is to do. Never hurts to buy some insurance. Plenty of those buggers all over the place, it seems. We're in the busy place in town. Well, the busy part of town. Oh my. So demanding of my attention. Usually I have a 2 week waiting period. But I guess I'll make an exception with how pushy you are. A quick duck-in for some good chain gun? That's what it was, right? Hard to remember all those terms sometimes. The words fly all over the place, and then what are left with? I wonder where they came from, though. We're only missing one more secret. And if you wonder where that secret might be, don't worry, dear. We're going for all of them. No stone unturned, they say. Not a single stone unturned. And a lot of attention for someone who doesn't need it. For some reason I always thought that there were some fine fellows up there who required my attention, but I guess I'm just imagining things as ever. It's easy to sweat the wrong details at the wrong time. That is how mistakes get made. As you can see, that button was for the door control, so even if we decided to use the double jump boots to our advantage, wouldn't have gotten us anywhere too useful, would it? Not really. Now you'll want to be careful. This room in a bit is going to be quite the hazard arena. Which is to say it's going to get rough if you don't look out. So, again, mind the step. Well, aren't you a smart little boy? Actually managed to catch me off guard there, huh? Lucky for me, corpses can't be prideful. Although apparently corpses do know English better than I do. Once you're ready, pull that lever and get ready for some trouble. Because it's going to be all trouble from here on out. The old saying goes, no going back now. Unless you're really feeling it. Are you feeling it now? No need to be modest about it either. This door's a bit weird. It's easy to think that you've opened it when you haven't. If I recall correctly, there's two of those large gentlemen back there. Definitely worth the investment of a little bit of ammo to make your life a little bit easier, no? You must be quite the quite the Scrooge to turn down that business opportunity. But I won't judge, and I won't tell. And now we're back here. In order to get the mega secret, you must get all secrets in this one area, if I recall correctly. You might need others, but we're just going to assume we only need the ones in this particular section. I wonder if he gets tired of listening to himself. I hope he does. Would make him more receptive to shutting up, at least, wouldn't it? Nothing beats it. That's what they say. I don't know how much of that is true, but... Now what are... I already remember the two secrets. Benefits of dealing with a consummate professional. Careful with those grenades, dear. You're as likely to hurt yourself as anyone else. You have to go back there for the medical pack. That's what triggers the secret collection. Just a little warning. A little warning. Nothing major. My, someone's excited. There used to be a closet there, but normally you have to blow it up yourself. I guess with all the collateral, it's only logical that I would cause it by accident. Your wood is nothing too shabby either. Although I don't think you can carry that damage anywhere useful, unless you still have to deal with this fine fella. Let's go pick up our mega secret. Where was it again? Where was it? Back here, if I recall correctly. Normally this is completely shut, but now it's become incorporeal. Again, I think collecting all the delicious delights in this level is what gets you that. Not an unshabby reward, one might say. Get you all the goodies. Although I think I've violated my policies on levels again, but who really cares? As long as the fun don't stop. Right? My, we missed a few bad guys. I hope you're ready for the fight of a lifetime. Because things are about to get a little rocky and wild, to say the least of it. Oh. I always forget there's like a little warm-up. And then there's that guy. Focus fire one at a time, dears. And don't get too cocky. Someone really likes those murder bots to be deploying them this often on a weekday. Can't be helped, I guess. How lovely. The ammo icon increases in size when we are directly on top of a relevant weapon. A lovely little touch, one might say. There are lots of things in this area that can blow up. I don't know if we're capable of triggering it, or like with the other boss fight arena, it's entirely delegated to the boss to give us what we deserve. So as the boss fight goes on, more and more crates and objects get completely destroyed, giving us access to more and more goodies and ammo. I really like how they did that. It's a great way to ensure that someone who's having a little bit of trouble always has something to pick up. But we are done here. It's time for the final countdown, dear. Are you ready? I sure am. More than ready. Was I standing outside of the loading zone? Sloppy, sloppy! You shouldn't be like that, dears. That is not according to code.